Hello and welcome to Kain and Company on the CBT Automotive Network. Today I'm going to be joined by Steve Roessler, the VP of Sales for DriveCentric, and a unique CRM provider here in the industry, and one that has really intrigued me, and I believe it'll be fun for you all to learn about them. So we'll go ahead and get right to it. Steve, welcome to the show.
Hey, thanks for having me, David.
So, Steve, you're the VP of Sales for DriveCentric, but it looks as though you're a collector of movie memorabilia.
Oh, yeah. Well, between Star Wars and cars, go figure,
Yeah, I can imagine. So, if you wouldn't mind, tell us a little bit about yourself and how you came to be at DriveCentric.
Yeah. Again, my name is Steve Roessler, and before I got in the automobile industry about 2 years ago, I was working with startup companies for about the last 8 to 10 years. I was in the medical industry, engineering, sales. A buddy of mine, Dave Foltz, the CEO of the company, said, "Hey, why don't you come up here and take a look at the CRM? I really want you to take a look and see if you see something and you'd consider switching industries." So I went up to his house, he showed me the platform, and one of the things, as you know, David, that we do is video, and having a fully integrated video solution inside the CRM was really what attracted me to the company. So after I talked to my wife, I said, "What's your thought about another startup?" She said, "Go for it." So there you go. That's how I got with DriveCentric.
Excellent. So let's talk about DriveCentric and some of the things that make them unique. I think if I could just give you a start here, things that I've always been challenged with, and in our business, when we go in and we help dealers with their internet operation or their BDC operation, and even the floor sales process, if the CRM just had one button, it would work great. But the characteristics of most CRMs are so complex that it intimidates the normal salesperson or BDC or internet agent. And what I've found about DriveCentric is yours is a lot more user-friendly, and it's designed to actually invite the user to be curious and be more involved with it.
Absolutely. I think if, when dealerships see our platform, it's a real refreshing look out there. When we went out there and we created this platform, our product guys, our development team, they're just spectacular. They wanted to create that fresh look of what people are using today, not just in the automobile industry, but in every market. And when people see our platform, they see Google and they see social media. So when you take those two things to make a very simple platform and you add things like gamification, that is what intrigues users to really want to use the system at all different levels. I'm a big fan of Waze. I would always use Google Maps and Waze, being able to locate police officers and get points for that. Imagine being able to do that now inside a CRM, not so much getting points, but getting the what's in it for me for the sales guys to want to use the system. And I think that's what we really targeted to the audience, and driving people to really use the new platform that's just refreshing out there.
Wow, so something I need some clarity on is I actually use Waze, and I didn't realize I could get points for pointing out police officers.
Oh yeah, it's great.
I would have to give that a try. I'm here in Atlanta at the CBT Automotive Network headquarters, and when I go back to the airport, I'm going to have to get me some points.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, it's all about that. And, just something as simple as, we talk about shooting video. One of the things we talk about that's a little bit of gamification is, did my audience or did my customer watch the video? And being able to see that, yeah, they clicked on it. Now I can follow up and get that click, because we all know video is what's going to sell more cars. So I got to make sure my customer sees the video. Yeah. So that's a form of gamification. There's other things we do but that's just one little thing that I think a lot of sales guys are really intrigued by.
Well, one thing that we're intrigued by is our clients' connection rate. And Chip Alvey with the Oxmoor Automotive Group presented to me some of his initial reports, and they've been working with you all for a couple of months now, and they're going to bring the whole group online. And what he was demonstrating to me was proof of a concept that I've been promoting for several years, which is within the first 30 days of communication or receipt of the lead, we should be able to connect or have an 80% connection rate with our guests who shop online. Well, his initial reports are right there. I mean, one of the stores is right at 78, couple of them in the 75 range, and they're just getting started. And I think probably you talk about the use of video, but you'll also introduce some artificial intelligence. You've got text just seamlessly integrated into it. It seems as though the formula is working to cause greater engagement with the customers.
Absolutely. And in this day and age, we can't forget that, yeah, text is available. And some CRMs out there just do not have that feature built in as easily as what's in Drive. But yeah, I mean, we hit the phones. We always make the phone calls. We always send an email. Why can't we now ask for opt-in permission for every customer to see if we can get those millennials to start texting? We know that texting will just help increase the engagement factor, so let's promote that. And so, yeah, we're a big fan of making sure, especially for an internet lead, we got to find out what is the form of communication that every customer wants to communicate with the dealership. And I think that's one of the things that, again, we talk about gamification, but let's hit a phone, let's make an email, let's send a text, and let's see what the customer replies to. Give them all the different options, and then talk to them the way they want to be communicated to.
Yeah, I think it makes all the difference in the world. And when you talk about video, for our workshop coming up, it's our 12th annual Clients and Friends workshop, and your presentation is called Video is the Way to Go. And you're actually a believer in that, because every time I receive like a Friday evening message from you, it's you on some crazy video platform. But it's engaging, and as crazy as it sounds, I look forward to those, and I would assume a lot of dealers are a little bit intimidated by video. Let's talk about not worried about being professional. Talk about your own experience and just trying to be off the cuff and be communicative.
Absolutely. I think when we go out there and train on video, and again, this was the reason why I came to DriveCentric. How can I brand myself as an individual, whether I'm a car sales guy or I represent DriveCentric? It's video. Phone, you only get about 45% of the way we communicate, which is words and tonality. Now with video, I can add my body language, and that's the way we all communicate. We love to talk to people in person. Well, now we can create that warm, friendly vibe through video. It just creates that wow factor. So yeah, some of the things when we go out there and train on the video is just do the simple things. Be yourself. Have props. We got Christmas time. We got Thanksgiving coming up. Can you wear a Christmas hat? Which is something that people are going to want to open up the video. And if you send them a video versus send an email, they're more than likely going to watch the video.
Absolutely.
So yeah, just be yourself. Have some fun. We're in the car business. And yeah, it doesn't have to be a professional looking video. The best videos that we see get open and shared are the ones that typically people just screw up. And I always say, send those. You can't recapture that type of moment.
I agree completely. So what's interesting and what I've learned in working with you with some of our clients is you all don't want to grow too fast. You want to grow appropriate to what your capacity is to service your clients. And I know your CEO is very cautious with some of your all's marketing and even your involvement in this show, so that you don't have this big rush and get a lot of people excited and then not be able to deliver the goods. Let's talk about how unique that is, and particularly if you've been in startup environments, that's really not the usual platform, and I admire it.
No, yeah, and believe me, we appreciate that. I hate saying no to you, David. So, but yeah, we've been cautious. Again, I think we can go out there and compare and look at other companies that have grown too fast and cannot take care of the customers. One thing I take pride in is the team we've developed here, and our customer support is number one. If you talk to any of our customers out there, we take care of things right there on our website, where you can just interact. It's almost like an instant chat button within the system that you can talk to. So it eliminates a lot of pain from managers having to be the point person, take a ticket number. But yeah, we grow with our dealerships and start increasing our support team as our company continues to grow. And so yeah, we want to be extra cautious out there. This will be our first show coming to see the Kain Automotive show. So we're being very cautious out there, just so we don't get big too fast and not lose sight of what our customers really mean to us.
That's admirable quality of a company. Thank you very much for joining me, Steve. I
appreciate
thank you. Your time. So
All
that
right.
concludes our interview with Steve Roessler, the VP of Sales for DriveCentric. as you're considering your next CRM, be sure to consider DriveCentric, and be sure to join us next time here on Kain & Company on the CBT Automotive Network. Thanks for joining me.